Hey there, everybody. My name is Gold. Welcome back to the HCast. I'm once again joined by my co-host, Pilsbury 68, and Mlord Plays.
How's it hanging?
Today we have an episode for you. It will be recorded. I can promise you quantity of episodes. 1.
And it'll go up. Maybe not on time, but it'll go up.
It's like a coin toss every time.
Exactly. Sometimes it's Thursday, sometimes it's Friday, sometimes it's Tuesday.
It's either
Just
Thursday or
wherever
6
it's
weeks later.
Yeah. How many weeks?
We're really
Whoa.
driving that one into the ground. I'm getting tired of it. I'm not gonna lie.
I
That's-
mean,
is-
riding the
is
same
it a
gear isn't
realistic
even funny
answer?
anymore. Matt and I have said it like 18 times on our last 2 scranks.
Well, I've never
Yeah,
said
I
it
mean,
once, so
Well, now 6 is just like the number I default to, where it's like if you're just trying to make up a random number for something,
Mhm.
you just like I now
like
I
who
just
needs
say
7
6.
these days?
Exactly. Like 5 get out of town. You 6.
Mine's always been 89 and 12, and that's why we had $89 and 12. So it's
So
really funny.
what I'm getting at is you're not allowed to say numbers because it's just gonna turn into a bit.
It's just gonna turn into a bit. Exactly.
89, 12, and 6. All 3 of them turned into a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice turned into a bit. That's a number.
Otherwise, no, yeah.
But God forbid you ever say another numeral, it's over.
46.
Fuck.
That is the funniest fucking
What?
thing I've ever heard.
If my buddy was here, he'd be pissing his pants.
8.64. Shit.
Yeah.
2.3 repeating.
Oh,
Oh God.
8.6 to the power of 4. No,
Obviously, it's 2 to the 6th.
naturally.
Well,
All right, well, we've got
a couple things to scrank about, I think, before we get fully enveloped into the seggy weggy for this fine evening.
Yeah, we don't want to get involved just yet.
I'll feel free to kick us off, to kick us back, if you will, in Spanish.
In Spanish? Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, should I say that?
Yeah,
I
I
guess
feel like that's important. That's important to know.
So I was on Spotify yesterday, and I was I just had like the Spotify makes like playlists for me and stuff. I don't know if they do it for you guys, but
Yeah,
I don't
they
have
do.
premium, so they make random playlists for me. And in one of the playlists, I saw, I was scrolling down and I was like, kick back salsa edition. I was like, what is this? And I clicked on it. It was kickback in Spanish. It was really
salsa edition. That's crazy.
that's what it said.
I feel like
It said
I
salsa.
feel like that's vaguely
Oh, like
racist.
the dance, not the food. Yeah, that makes more sense.
So was it in 3-4? That's the question you got to ask yourself.
Sorry, what?
Was
He
it in
does not know.
3-4? Nobody knows. I think. Am I the only person who can count time in this call right now?
I can. I used
Yeah.
to play guitar.
Oh well. Well, good on you. I learned new things about you every day.
I could play Amazing Grace. It was like the peak of what I was able to do. But
That's it's pretty impressive. I could probably do that at some point if I wanted to. Anyway, as the salsa was saying, let me go ahead and kick us back in Spanish with a little bit of Fire Force. I don't know if I talked about Fire Force last time. I don't know if I was fully locked in on Fire Force. But
I think so.
every single Straw Hat is in this show. It's just like everyone is here. You know?
It's crazy. I mean, Luffy, Usopp, Brook,
Sanji.
who else? Sanji's in it.
Rayleigh.
Yeah,
Rayleigh.
well, he's not Straw Hat, but yeah.
Let me pull up the old Fire Force.
If
cast,
Lilith
see
gets
what
to
we're
be a
missing.
Straw Hat, Rayleigh gets to be a Straw Hat.
That is true.
Fair enough.
Ace,
girl,
Ace is probably in there if I had to take a scrank.
Oh, I would assume.
I mean, Fire Fist Ace not being in Fire Force is crazy. Oh,
Are you on season 2?
yeah, I'm on season 2. I'm about halfway through season 2. I'm
I
at the
don't
part.
like
you're about to get to the episode.
They're in mainland China right now, and like they did horrible Southern accents. As a Southern man myself, I was appalled.
Oh,
You were
yeah,
appalled
yeah,
at the
yeah.
quality.
infuriated.
It was
Appalled at
like-
the quality, yeah.
I've bet people like the accent they're trying to do. I know people who speak like that. Not close. Not close at
Not
all.
even
Actually,
close.
not even close.
Juggernaut's the goat.
Well,
though,
I
so
think
it's-
they were doing it wrong on purpose, just
Right.
to be funny.
I mean, they also
But-
were from mainland China, so I don't know why they had southern accents
Yeah, I
to
don't know
begin
why
with.
they had southern accents because they're farmers, of course,
Right. All
That's how it
farmers have
works.
southern accents.
naturally. It's not like there's
yeah, I
Midwest farmers who don't have southern accents.
They don't. Iowa, not real.
No.
Yeah, Iowa's fake.
Missouri,
I don't-
honestly, I couldn't even prove it exists. It's close enough to the Midwest.
Don't go to
Yeah.
Mississippi. Just don't fall asleep in Mississippi.
Don't
like
fall asleep in
Just let me tell
Mississippi.
you that now. Just don't do it.
Do not fall asleep in Mississippi.
You know what they
Oh,
say
wait,
about
that was
Mississippi?
not-
I know.
Okay. Should we?
Um,
Should I pull it up? Should I pull up
no,
and read
it's
it?
fine. It's fine. I was looking at just seeing if there's what other voice actors are in it. No one else I recognize. Yeah, I don't like season 2.
Really?
Where you're at now,
Hell yeah! Okay.
I don't not like it. I like it's fine. It doesn't progress the plot at all. Where you're at right now is like the extent of new information you get, and then the second half is just random nonsense that doesn't matter.
So
Sick.
two things. First, I'll add to what you were just saying, but a certain person just sent me a picture back. So we will, after the HCast, we will show you.
Sick.
Is it the right one?
Yeah, it's the right one. There's two of them.
Thank God.
Scrank goodness,
Um,
man.
Great, good. Thank God, dude. I'm so scrankful for these pictures. But to add on what Matt was saying, part of season 4 is really, really good. There's a whole thing with Maki in it, and it's really fun, and I like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
And then,
Anything with
and then
Maki's
there's-
peak.
Oh
uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Why do you get me started?
And then there's some random Scrunk episodes,
Mhm.
and one of the random Scrunk episodes is it's a ride. It's a wild
Like,
ride.
They ride the
If you
same
like the
deer on that
fan-
one.
What?
Nope. I'm on a different deer. I'm in a car. If
No.
they're on a deer, I'm in a car. Okay.
We are riding in the complete opposite thing. Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
on a boat. I'm on a boat, like a cruise ship. They're on a
You're on
deer.
the deer that circulate Lake Huron. Like that's the
Ew.
situation.
Exactly. They fell asleep in Mississippi.
Yeah, if you like the fan service, you'll like the episode. But like, I'm assuming you don't. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming
Not,
you're
not
not
like
gonna
not a big fan service guy personally.
So, actually, I guess I'll tell this episode now, or I'll tell the story now because it won't really affect the episode. But Matt was telling me. So Matt was talking to this kid from our school,
This cat.
and he was
Mona.
this kid from our school. And this is while I was watching Fire Force, and I was probably where you are right now in Fire Force. And Matt, or like maybe a little bit after, but Matt told me, he was like, "Oh yeah, Fire Force looks really good, but this kid from our school told me that he dropped it because the fan service was so bad." And I was like, "Okay, well the fan service is bad. It's not it's cringe and it's not good, but like it's not droppable level."
Mm-hmm.
And then the very next episode was the episode that you're gonna watch in a few episodes, and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, it's droppable level now."
I'm okay
Yeah.
with most of like the fan service because it's like, it could be worse. It's kind of
Okay.
funny
Yeah.
sometimes. And also Sister Iris participates in it and that makes it watchable.
Crazy justification, but we'll let it go.
You can
Gotta
stop me
prove
when
the
I'm
rest.
wrong.
No, I get what you're saying. It can be funny, but it also like sometimes it can ruin scenes
Yeah.
because I just can't take her seriously something, and I think it can ruin characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fella, because like the episode with the stuff has one of the villains in it, and he's like really cool, in my
He has a
opinion.
really cool power. His power is so awesome.
But then he's got to do this, and his whole shtick is that he can't look at a teenage girl, and it's not.
No, don't worry. No, don't
Relatable.
spoil anything for him.
He's
Don't
met
spoil
the guy.
anything
The guy's
for him.
in season 1.
He's in season 1. So they're in the whatever the fuck the subway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Iris and Tamaki are there, and they're about to fight this guy, and he's a really powerful guy, right?
Mhm.
And then Tamaki's clothes all falls off, and he like faints, and so they don't have to fight him.
Classic Tamaki. She's
It's
just
about that
she'd just
guy.
be standing there and then like they just
So, yeah, it's
oh.
about
Must
that.
be the win.
there goes all my clothes in the wind, gone with the wind.
Yeah, so it's
but
about him,
it's about that guy.
and
It's
he would
crazy.
be
And
cool
Sick.
if he didn't do that.
Joker is
and
so
also-
cool. Joker's might be my favorite
Oh, yeah.
character.
Joker, he's a pretty cool
I
guy.
don't think he's gotten to like the Skrunk episodes yet. In like the middle, it's season 2, right, where it's Burns, Benny, and Joker.
Joker. Have you gotten to that yet?
No, but I the last thing I saw of Joker was Licht was talking to Joker and he was like, "You should join the Fire Force," and he's like, maybe I should.
Yeah, you're gonna get a fun little team up in a few episodes.
You're gonna get a fun little team up, and you'll get Joker's backstory, which is fun.
Also, is Licht and Joker evil? I can't tell anymore.
Never specified.
It's what did you say, Matt?
It's never like specified, but
It's never
like,
specified.
Because I thought they
think
were.
Because I thought they were at first too, but it's kind of like they're kind of like a third party where they like don't really want to join the Fire Force, but they want to fight back against the White Clad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I think that's where they are. They're like good guys, but they just don't want to join the Fire Force.
They're the world or not the world government, the revolutionaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
To put it in one piece.
Well, you could see the reason I say that is because whenever they were at Victor's shop and they're like on the truck leaving, Joker shows up and Shinra turns around and just like is like talks to Joker, like he just yells at Joker like, I'm gonna save you, Sho. And Joker's like right in front of him, and he does not comment. He doesn't. He's just like he's okay with it. He's fully okay with it for some reason.
Well, Joker also, I don't know if you remember from season 1, Joker like told Shinra that the White Clad, that Sho was a part of the White Clad. So I think Shinra has also a little bit of trust in him.
Every time they've seen each other, Shinra tried to fight Joker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think he's just accepted it at this point. He's not going to win. Joker's really powerful. Actually, no. Scratch that. Joker isn't that powerful. He's just
really cool.
Yeah,
he's just really cool.
He's got a pretty banger theme too.
That was. Oh yes, it was. Wow, interesting.
The best part of season 2 is my boy Juggernaut. Like he cooks whole season. Like it's his season. Let me tell you. Like he's actively doing things the entire season. I would say he's the only character who gets development in the season besides him. It's like him and Joker, and that's it.
Maki.
I forgot. I always forget about that episode.
There are multiple episodes.
Yeah, I always forget about him.
It's like a whole arc.
It happens for like they don't make a big deal out of it at all. Like it happens.
Yeah.
They do the strong, and then everything's back to normal, and it's just like it's so random to me.
Yeah, it is really kind of stupid.
But Juggernaut's the goat.
Juggernaut is pretty cool.
Yeah. That's odd.
When I first finished Fire Force, I didn't like Juggernaut that much, but like reflecting back, I was like, oh man, this guy is fucking goat. I love this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I like him a lot more.
The like weird, freaky, pink-haired chick who can just like see fires and then like.
Fucking hate her.
Why is she so like freaky about it though? She's just
fucking
like.
Hate her.
She's like, I can see the fire. Ah.
Yeah, she like
calm down.
Hinata soon too. He'll be there. When Hinata shows up.
He's already there. I think he already. Oh no, he's not.
No, he's in the first season, but you don't know that's him. Like I forgot that was him.
He's in the first season when Rengoku like is gonna kill all the kids. Oh yeah, Rengoku is just the guy who we call him Rengoku now because we didn't know his actual name. He's the guy from the first thing who like turned on the Fire Force.
Mm. Well, he was giving the bugs to the kid when he was like grooming Tamaki.
Oh yeah. Star Groomer.
Yeah. We just call him Rengoku. He comes back, by the way.
I thought he died.
I thought he died too.
He did die, but he comes back.
Oh,
when?
Sick.
I've watched the show. Wait, what the fuck does he come back?
He hits his mind.
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, but he comes back.
Okay, shut the fuck up. He's dead.
They have to bring the voice actor back for like a multitude of lines. He comes back.
Yeah, but the character's dead.
Yeah, but he comes back.
Whatever.
Seems like they disturbed the peace with that one.
There's a kid who handled the disturbing the. There's a kid. The kid who he gives the bug to, who survives, he's like in season 2, and he's like really important in season 2.
Huh?
And then the black guy from the White Clad.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to like specify. There's only 2 black guys in the show. I would have figured it out, you know. There's two.
Yeah, I guess
There's
so.
two.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's more than most.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
like
it is.
200% more black people than there usually is.
Yeah. He's my goat. I love that guy, and he does some really cool thing with in that fight. So you'll see.
I don't have
It-
strong opinions on Fire Force. I think it's fine.
I
think
thought it
season-
was boring at the very, very beginning, and then it got good.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I think season 1 was much better than season 2,
Mm-hmm.
but I still liked season 2 a lot, and that's why it's so high up on my list because I just really liked the concept and
Season two,
everything.
like,
The
6.
only thing that matters from Fire Force is that I learned how to turn my Cobra into a python. For the calendar. You know?
Let's transition here. I've been
Whoa,
watching
what are we
Tiger-
doing?
No. Shut the fuck up.
What's
I've
what's
been
wrong?
watching-
What's wrong with turning my Cobra into a python? I'm so confused why you
It's
both
just
looked
weird.
at me like that.
This is a kids friendly. That's not true. This
Not
is
true at all. We had count the
Um,
pedophiles.
No, you're warning them. That is kid friendly.
off this topic, huh? Shall we?
Let's
Well, I
continue.
don't get what's so wrong about it though. I'm so confused.
Do you want to show the fans how you learned to turn your Cobra into a python?
You
Then
just,
there we go.
and just whip one of those out,
Yeah.
There we go.
and then you bring out its twin.
Yeah. See, that's the only part of the episode. That's the only thing they do in that episode, and that's it.
They do
No,
nothing.
it's freaky episode, but I didn't say anything freaky. I just learned to turn my
but,
Cobra into a python.
There's,
Naturally.
I'm just moving with caution, you know.
But Shinra was thinking
Exactly.
the exact same thing that we were all thinking at that point in time. That's all I'm going to say about that, and then we're going to move forward.
All right,
Where we
let's
got?
continue. Let's
Giovanni,
continue with
crazy sell on being evil. Don't know
Yeah.
how they didn't see it coming though.
I was gonna say
it.
saw it coming.
That
It's
was
like-
fully unintentional too.
it is the most. I think there was no.
He looks like a
mystery
plague
behind
doctor, and they
Have-
didn't.
has-
Yeah.
I have a question. Has Arthur found the wiki yet?
No, he hasn't. I don't think.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right. You're getting
I
to it.
didn't
You're
even
almost there,
think
probably.
about that. Oh my god.
Yeah. How
Well,
did
like
you
the
not
thing-
think about that?
Well, I remember the moment, but I didn't even put 2 and 2 together with the fella and Arthur.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the fella and Arthur.
Arthur, we're leaving, so you're the king of the castle now. Sounds like your parents
We're-
just abandoned you. Don't ruin
We're
it.
talking about a certain green fella, right? We're on the
Yeah,
same.
we're talking about a certain green fella.
We're on the same deer with this one. Okay.
Yeah, we're on the same deal with this one. And there's also a knight involved as well. Because they're two different people, but they share a name. So that's fine.
Classic Thurmeister.
Classic the Force.
Yeah. Classic the Force. You're almost to a very funny Arthur part. That's the point.
He's so dumb. He's incredibly stupid. He's
Oh yeah. I hated him
So
at first,
dumb.
and now he's like one of my favorites. I love Arthur.
They're
He's so
all
funny.
stupid as fuck. Like all of
It
them.
is funny how the voice actor for Sanji plays two characters that are like chivalrous, and they're both blonde.
And Kimberly.
And Gimli.
And Kimberly,
Yep.
big Kimberly guy
Yeah.
right here. I like him. He's cool.
Yeah, kill yourself.
He's probably the best character in all fiction.
I mean, I know he's saying it to spite me, but like I don't know his damage, you know. I don't see what's going on here. I think it's fair to say he's cock and balls.
But, I mean, if you want to talk about his cock and balls, you can. But
Well, that's not what I said now, is it?
I'm gonna stray away from that conversation topic.
Yeah,
Frankly.
Jacob, you want to go into another room and talk about something else?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's leave this
fuck
guy.
you guys. You guys suck.
All right, what were you gonna say? No, Matt. We can move.
We
forward.
don't force.
All right,
Yeah,
be done
we've
with unless you have
forced
something
it. I think we've forced
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, so been watching some Kaguya-sama. Finished season 1. It's good. I mean, the humor is the best part. I can tell that there's going to be little to no development of this relationship until like the end of season 3, probably. Like probably nothing's going to happen until the end of season 3, and
Nothing
then
at
they'll
all.
wrap it up a little bit in season 4. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, that's about it. It's very sexual, which is not. Yeah, I don't know how you didn't notice that, but like it's like.
Oh, yeah, season 1. Okay, yeah, after season 1 it stops.
Okay, yeah, season 1 is very, like, there's like a whole. It's kind of like it's like Spy Family, where there's like multiple episodes in an episode.
Mhm.
And there was one where they were just arguing about the rate. It was like a 34% of high school
Oh
students
yeah.
lost their virginity before they graduate. And they were arguing about the statistic the whole time. And Kaguya thought it was about kissing and not having sex. And then they had to tell her, and she's like, that she lost her mind. There's an episode where she's sick. So what's his face has to go over to her house.
Oh, gotta love
Uh,
the stick episode. The stick episodes are always
yeah,
peak.
Yep.
where
They're always
Miyuki goes over to her house and she's deranged. So she pulls him into his bed and he falls asleep in there for 3 hours. And then she
I
wakes up and
wish.
she's not sick anymore. And she's like, "What's going on here?" So she thinks she got sexually assaulted. But she didn't. But then she's like, "I feel worse because he didn't sexually assault me. Because does that mean I'm not good enough?" That's what she says. Um, and
That's
then
called a
they
complex, is what that is.
yeah, and then they make up. Um, and like it's good. I mean, Ian carries.
Yeah.
He didn't have a lot of crazy good lines in season one because also a lot of times, um, they would have other characters narrate too. Uh, that happened a lot. There's only
Have you
four
met?
characters excluding Ian. There's only four characters.
So you've met Ishigami?
Yeah, he's fine. He's the worst of the four in my opinion.
He's gonna get so much better. Who's your favorite right now? Fujiwara?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, she's
Well,
yeah, she's
excluding Ian.
exclude. Well, yeah, me too. Excluding Ian, Ishigami,
Um,
and then Fujiwara. You'll get another one soon, but I don't like her.
yeah, the brown haired girl.
Yeah,
And it's and what was I gonna say? Oh, and because Miyuki and name the blue haired kid
Ishigami.
Ishigami, they both have names of Persona characters. So every time they say it, I'm like, because Ishigami's first name is Yu, which is the Persona 4 protagonist,
Mm-hmm.
and then Miyuki's last name is the same as Naoto's for
Rogue.
Persona 4, but it's pronounced differently. So every time they pronounce his name, I'm like, now hold on, that's not what they said on
This
the
is
other
an
place.
Aka Inu situation.
Exactly. Well, because her name in 4, her last name is pronounced Shirogane, and his is pronounced
Oh,
Shirogane.
Shirogane. Yeah, that's
Which
weird.
like you can
Yeah.
tell that it's. I mean, that's the same, and they're spelled the same, but it's just like it throws me off every time.
How is it Hirogane?
I like
And they're
pronounce
spelled
it.
the same because it's G and E. There's no A or O in the middle of the G and the G and the N.
Yes, it's Shirogane.
Not Miyuki's.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
That's what the captions say. That's what the closed captioning tells me.
Yeah. Well, fuck closed captions. I guess so.
Um,
There ain't no way this is $5 million. Well, fuck me in the ass. It is $5 million.
I mean, as the kids say,
Them good Zach.
I've heard they say that.
they do, and it's
And
good. I
a great time.
will
That's cool.
continue watching it. You know, it's really short. It's only
The sick
Hand.
episode from Horimiya is peak.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's
By
the
the
best
way-
part. It's the
I'm in love with you, Hori. Oh, okay. See you later, man. Yeah, you too. Catch you on the flip side.
classic show I've seen.
I got a fucking second. Did you just say you're in love with me?
Nah.
There was
Oh, okay.
Oh,
there was no. Holy shit, my computer's ate shit. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
All right, I think we're back.
Back in business.
Yeah,
We
there
back in seconds.
was no like moments that made me feel like sad, I guess.
Mhm.
Except for like the fireworks episode. That was the only
every
one.
romance anime has a fireworks episode. It's just
The whole
That's right.
shtick is like her like butler wouldn't let her out. So then Miyuki biked over to her house, but then the maid is like, "No, you gotta go and see him." So then she went out, and I thought that they were gonna do the thing where she leaves and he shows up at her house, and then it's like a whole misunderstanding, and she thinks that he ditched her, but he just saw her leaving, so he runs and goes to the fireworks thing, so the whole thing was avoided.
wow.
And then she thinks she's gonna miss it, and she's like crying in an alley. She's like, "No, I missed it." And then he pulls up, looking all cool. He like puts his hand above her. She's like crying in a corner, and he like puts his hand on the wall and goes like, "You want to see something cool?" And he like a word for it's bar for bar what he says. And he pulls her over, and they go watch it. And then the next episode is about him realizing how cringy everything he said was, and how it was
So
just
it's
like
pretty realistic then.
yeah, and how
Yeah.
it was just like absolute nonsense, but he thought it worked out, and it did work out.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
you know,
No, My Dress Up
it's-
Darling, but it's all right.
no, I mean that show's so fucking good. Like I don't know what they put in the sauce while concocting that show.
I can tell you what they put in the show.
Yeah, but like, man, it's something else.
Season 2 is
I
gonna
think
be
it's gonna
hot.
peak there. Oh, it's I mean, and knowing the confession scene, having
Mhm.
seen it,
I've seen just that one frame.
and just that one frame is so good.
Oh, I
The
know.
one
Yeah.
that we were
I
talking
wish
about.
I could have just like an eighth,
The
one
fraction.
16th,
Yeah.
1/32 of what they have going on there.
Any decimal point of that my
Mhm.
way, like I'll take it.
Right.
Um, no, but it is no My Dress Up Darling, but it's still pretty good. So
Mm-hmm. That's fair enough. I think the seasons get better as they go. I've said before I don't like season 4, but that's just because shit kind of hits the fan in season 4, season 4 is really really rushed. So I personally I don't like season 4, but I feel like everybody else does. I'm just the odd one out there. Um, so Skrank, but season 3 is my favorite season. It's really, really good. They have the classic little sports festival, Skrank in
Oh,
season 3.
every hot anime has a sports festival.
Exactly.
My
Naturally.
Hero, Kaguya-sama,
I'm waiting for them to go to like the
Spy
Horimiya.
Family, I
floodplain.
guess.
Horimiya in the second season, it was the only good part of the second season.
I didn't
the
watch the
sports
second
festival.
season, so
I know you didn't. It was the only good part of the second
I'm
season.
planning to watch
so.
it though because I've seen clips from it and it looked good. So
Fair enough. I
Maybe
mean, if
I'll
you
like
like
it.
it, that's fine. I just didn't like it because I felt like it was all over the place and it kind of like was dumb and there's a lot of I don't really
Unneeded.
care about a lot of the characters. Yeah, unneeded. And like I don't really care about some of the characters that like had episodes for them.
Mhm.
Like there's the student council president. I don't give a shit about him. He got like 3 episodes specifically on him, and I was like, I don't fucking give a
Is
shit.
he the red-haired one?
His name's Sengoku. Yeah, Sengoku. That's his name.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember. The only thing I remember from him was that Miyamura just was holding him like by his neck or something, and just like, isn't that right, class president? Or someone was. I don't know if it was Miyamura, but somebody had him in like basically a chokehold and was like, "Don't you agree, buddy?"
They also make fun of him for being gay.
The
in
best
season 2 as
scene,
well.
the
He's
best
not gay.
scene
He's
in
not gay. I don't know
Horimiya is
why.
crazy. Oh well, one of my friends thought the purple haired dude was gay, so that's funny. Anyway, one of the best 2 scenes from Horimiya, like romance and then not romance wise. Romance wise, the 6th scene, it's peak.
Yeah,
Then
of course.
the other best scene is the part where he goes on the roof and like his middle school self is just like in the corner, and then he's like, he talks to him. He's like, "I'm not gonna forsake you anymore. You're always a part of me," or something like that. And I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty peak."
I love the dad. The dad's hilarious.
Yeah, he just kind of shows up. I thought her dad like left them, but no, he was just kind of a loser.
Yeah, he's just kind of a loser.
Classic fathers. Am I right, guys?
Classic fathers.
I think the reason that this show isn't sending me into a state of depression, because like My Dress Up Darling is like it's just romance. Like it's funny, but it's not like meant to be a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
This one is like also meant to be a comedy. And a little bit of action is thrown in there sometimes.
Don't worry, because it doesn't hit you when you watch them most of the time. Once you finish though, like if you finish it and you're like, "Oh, that's pretty good," and then like an hour later, it all hits you like a truck.
That's exactly what happened to me.
The day
exactly
after I finished My Dress Up Darling, Andrew and I had to walk home.
Mm-hmm.
Or walk to his house, and I was like I was a bitch. Walk home.
Are you gonna tell him what you told me yesterday in the car?
Not on camera, but yeah, after the episode.
It's just like, the thing is, you'll be like sitting there and you'll be like, "Man, that was pretty good, you know. I like that. I'd give it like a 16 on the list, you know, or something, because it's for me. I like rank it, you know." And then I'm like, "That was pretty good." Oh, I hate my. Oh, sorry, I hate myself.
No, I threw it at like 7, like off the rip.
Right, but I mean, I've just seen so much peak. It's hard for me to like.
That is true. I've seen this. This might be number 20. Kage-sama might be 20.
Wow, that's
20.
low praise.
19 or
it's
20? No, like I'm saying it's the 20th show I've watched. I don't know. what
Oh.
it's
I thought that you were saying it was last. I was just like, oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
no,
say
no.
I guess it's.
It's
I
better
guess
than
it's
ReZero. It's better than ReZero.
I guess so. It's not a crazy opinion.
That's pretty high praise.
Nah.
It's
Not
pretty
crazy
high
to say
praise.
that. It's not crazy to say that.
It's the bare minimum I could give it.
No, I don't blame you if you put it above ReZero.
Oh, I'm going to. I wasn't asking. Like it's going. Right now, I'm feeling like I think I like it more than Spy Family, but less than JJK.
Fair enough. I don't know where that is on your list, but that's fine.
It's like 12.
Okay.
If Spy Family doesn't have a happy ending, it's going last. That's just like I think that's definitive for me. If Spy Family has like
It's
an
not gonna
ending that
be
I don't
bad.
like,
Nope.
it's going
Oh.
directly to last.
Oh, there's something you're not gonna like about it because there's something because I
I don't think it's bad.
I fucking hate it. It's so stupid.
Do you want to get into
It's
this?
You know
stupid.
what? You know
It's
what?
the most-
Just tell me. I don't.
Well, here's the thing.
Donovan Desmond is a fucking alien.
Who?
Donovan Desmond, the main bad guy of Spy Family, is
He's
an alien.
Well,
Yes.
Oh.
here's the thing.
Okay.
Fucking stupid. It's the
Here's-
dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Here's the scrunk. That I didn't hear the alien part. I just heard you told me that, so I knew that after you told me, but I don't care. I only heard that he could read minds.
I didn't hear you could read minds.
Oh.
Wait, so that means he
Wait, so where the fuck did you hear the alien part from? Because the scene is like
I read it in the article and I saw the picture and I read the caption because it was Lloyd talking and Lloyd was like, Donovan Desmond's an alien. And I was like,
I didn't see that. I didn't see that scene. I saw the scene of them at a dinner table and his wife's like conspiring against him.
yeah, Lloyd's
well,
talking to his wife.
Yeah. Oh well, cat's out of the bag now.
Cat is out of the bag.
So
I'm so fucking pissed. It's
the
the
way-
stupidest
The
fucking
way
shit.
that I thought about it, because I only heard that him being a skrunkler, can mind read, was I pictured him as like the same type of person that Anya is. Like,
Yeah, that would make sense.
I didn't hear this alien stuff. I think Lloyd might have just been saying that because he doesn't know Anya can read minds, as far as I'm concerned at that point in the show. So he might just be theorizing. So my thought, Spy Family spoilers, by the way, we didn't say that.
Nobody watches
like-
this. What do you mean?
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that at all.
My thought process was just that's what after you saying alien, that might just be what Lloyd.
That might be
thinks.
what the mask is. Like the point of the
Yeah,
mask is.
It's the point of the mask, and in reality, he's just an experiment like Anya.
That makes a lot more sense, and I am no longer upset about this.
And that's why Damien and Anya are so connected, because he's related to his father. His father can read minds. Anya can read minds, so he feels the same connection he would to his father to Anya. There you go.
Here's the
Damien
thing.
might have the thing too.
I
I
still want to go on my little rant here on if Donovan Desmond was
Please.
an alien.
Go for it.
If Donovan Desmond is an alien, that's the fucking stupidest fucking excuse for a bad guy I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. There was that pisses me off.
Yeah, I can't
so
believe he'd be a
bad,
Mexican.
because I thought he.
No, it's not the time to say that.
Not the fuck-
The state of the country right now. That's what you.
I,
The HCast situation is crazy. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Recently, a statement came out from the HCast Twitter page apologizing for statements they made during the most recent episode of the HCast.
okay.
I don't think the last two episodes of the HCast I've actually like laughed. Like that sounds so mean. Like I've had one of like a glasses off laugh moments after the riding on the deer, right on the same deer. And now Jacob's illegal immigrant joke.
They got death threats. They doxed all three of them.
That'd be crazy if we got doxxed.
I mean, who would care? Who would show up?
Who would?
Editor, put an address on screen.
Editor, IP address right here in Spanish.
In Spanish.
Salsa edition.
Anyway, what were we talking about before I made my horribly inappropriate joke?
Andrew's talking about illegal aliens.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb the peace.
So I just think that would be such a stupid fucking plot to add to the show because I thought Donovan Desmond was going to be this like really really smart, ingenious political figure who like in the final thing would be like he wouldn't be strong, like he wouldn't be like a good fighter or anything, but he would just be like a super super smart guy
Mm-hmm.
who is a really good political figure for Astania, and I thought it would lead to a very very interesting, excuse me, like final arc for Spy Family. I thought it would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Him being an alien is Him being an alien is what I thought was stupid because I thought since he's an alien, there's got to be more than one alien on the planet, right? And so then I would think the way they would go with this becomes a sci-fi thing where Spy Family turns into a post-apocalyptic or an apocalyptic
Spy Family
fight.
in space.
This fight, Spy Family in space. Spy Family in space.
Is that what they did with regular show? I mean, that was peak though.
That's what they did with Five Nights at Freddy's. It was crazy.
Seriously?
They made a mini game called Freddy in Space.
Thank God.
As like it was like a joke game though, so it's not like.
Do you ever play the
real.
FNAF RPG? I think about that like
I play
once a month.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I remember liking it.
Can't believe they did my boy Donovan like that.
I know, it's crazy.
I'm glad we're on the same page, and I'm glad we're all riding on the same deer now.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm glad we're all riding the same deer here, and I'm glad you explained that to me because I didn't even think about that. That would be.
Well, you didn't even hear the part I heard. That was the problem.
Well, exactly. I didn't know he could read minds,
Mm-hmm.
so I just thought he was an alien.
He had no
like
idea it was all right as rain. You know.
Well, it was like a scene of them sitting at a dinner table, and like his wife was sitting across, and she was like, "I think my husband can read minds." And it was like the last panel of the chapter, which it makes me inclined to think that it's true, because if it's the last panel of the chapter, it's when they drop stuff.
Right.
We'll talk about it a little bit.
So what I saw was Lloyd and his wife talking, and I think his wife was like explaining to Lloyd what about Donovan Desmond or something like that, and I saw a frame where like she was like, I think my husband's an alien or something like that, and it showed like Donovan Desmond and then like his shadow over like a weird looking alien, and I was like, I thought it was fake at first. I didn't think it was real, but it was like on the Crunchyroll website. So I was like, what the fuck? I was like standing over there, right? Like right outside my bathroom, and I was like,
You hit the pose, yeah.
I did. I hit the pose, and it was like for real. I was like, you've got to be shitting. It was for real. I said, for real?
I mean, that's crazy stuff.
I looked up a little scrank about it, and it says even though the chairman of the National Unity Party of Estonia was shown to be a strange man, expressionless and detached from his family, Melinda's statement to Lloyd in Spy Family Chapter 110 revealed that Donovan Desmond's odd demeanor wasn't related to him being an alien, but because she thinks that he can read minds just like Anya. However, this hints that Donovan Desmond might not be who fans think.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry I had to read that. I know you know.
Thank fuck.
That's over. I know.
Thank fuck. I would have been so. I was pissed.
I just got.
Frankie, I was quite pissed. So
it's pretty super that they fixed that.
Yeah.
Almost a continental Spy Family fuck up.
Yeah. Like colossal, continentally large,
massive.
Mm-hmm. Do you think this is a really strange question, but do you think there's people who ship Lloyd and the child, like the child who's in love with him? Betty.
You remember the conversation we had about a certain Twitter post?
Yes.
Sorry, while I was playing the Pikmin game, and that's so funny, by the way, that thing is in the video where it's like, you can't put what I was about to say in the video.
It is, and it's in the video too.
I couldn't.
The final
It's
cut. Yeah, I
no,
watched
yeah,
it.
it's in the
You
final
can say
cut
it.
because I'm like I was because I knew something was coming. You were saying like the most diabolical post I've ever seen, and I was like, okay, whoa, this part's going in the video, so shut the fuck up. And you were like, oh yeah, you cannot put what I was about to say in the video, and that and then it cuts,
Mm.
No one will ever
which is
know.
funny.
The HCAS
They will never
situation is crazy. During a Pikman video, Mlord Plays was caught reading a Twitter post that he had liked.
I did not like the original. I liked the reply saying the defense being she's 6 is crazy, and we're leaving it like that's a well, that's
We tracked the IP address of the Twitter post back to his IP address.
Fuck you, man.
You're the worst. You're
I mean,
such a
you know,
mean
the
dude.
thing is, fellas, we're at 40 minutes here. We've been
I was gonna say
we've been
we're
scrank
not second.
diddling.
Yeah, we've been scrank diddling.
What segment do you want to talk about, Peace?
I mean, you know, I don't think we need the segment. This one is good, and honestly, the segment I feel like it's gonna take like 40 minutes anyway, so I feel like we should save that for a
Not the
different
segment.
time.
He was
Right, I
just
know.
asking.
Yeah,
what
I want to talk about peace.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
Sorry, that was
saying-
an unrelated statement.
No, I get what you're saying. So
I'll just hit you. I'll hit you a quick one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can't hear us.
definite.
Yeah, now we can hear him.
Well,
He
he's
just
li-
can't hear us. I don't know if he
Yeah.
knows that.
So I don't think he does.
All right, I'll just
we'll see.
also server mute him. I don't want him to
Yeah.
like end up saying something horrible.
Yeah. So Shamrock,
I know it's crazy.
DCG Pocket, sure.
He has like his IP address on screen. Just-
I'm gonna text him.
Well, now I'm just locked into him opening the mythical Mew bust.
I text fuck you. So yeah.
Okay.
Shake,
Yeah.
Shake his brother.
And Shanks' dad also revealed in the same one.
Yeah.
Liperd, Shinotic, Shad, Fossil. I think was that a
What's
fossil?
that? Bad stuff. Cool that it happened.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't excrunk it.
I didn't know what it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw that picture I sent you where it was like
Mm-hmm.
the fate of the world depends on whoever finds the One Piece first, and it has everyone
Mm-hmm.
who is like a power player at the time, and then it has the silhouette of what's his face of
Mhm.
Shamrock, and then they have I think there's another chapter with a silhouette of him like more prominent.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but everyone was like, "Oh, Shanks a snitch, he's a rat," like what's going on? And then
Mhm.
they dropped this, and I saw a few theories. People think it's a clone of Shanks, but then I saw another post saying, so Stussy in CP0 is a clone of Weevil's mom,
Mhm.
and the clone Stussy is younger than Shanks. So, and she's the first. Apparently, Stussy was the first successful clone, which means that Shanks couldn't be one.
Right. And whenever I looked up Shamrock thing, it was like I think he's supposed to have a different hair color than Shanks. Like
Mhm.
I saw something like that was like I was like, are these two related? And it's like, well, they look very similar, but they have a different hair color. And I think it's like once it gets colorized, we'll see that.
Well, yeah,
but
see,
I think
that's the
I think
thing.
he's supposed to have black hair, and then Shanks has red hair.
I always thought so. I had seen the picture of Garling in the manga before it was
Mhm.
animated, and I thought his hair was red. Like it seemed like it would be red, but he's blonde.
Mm-hmm.
And
And his hair is really, really dark, so I don't imagine. I don't know. Is Shanks' hair black in the manga?
no, I don't think so. Well, I mean, it's tough to
I
tell.
mean, he's called Red-Haired Shanks. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But I mean, like, I just
Yeah.
wanted to know like color because I know it translates to colors or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, so I always thought Garling's hair was red,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess it's blonde. And yeah, Shamrock's being different. I assumed Shamrock would be blonde,
Oh no,
If-
Shamrock's gonna have orange hair because he's called Shamrock
of course.
or green hair.
Or yeah, I assume like maybe Shanks just dyed it or something to like
Mhm.
separate himself from them.
Or he wasn't. Maybe his mom was a different person, and that's like why he has like the Conqueror's
Yeah.
Haki. Maybe Shamrock doesn't have Conqueror's Haki because he's like full Celestial Dragon, and then Shanks is like part. Maybe his mom had like the something D, something, and that's
Yeah.
possible. I
Yeah,
guess.
I looked up like Shamrock on Google just to see if I could find any theories, and one said that like what's his face Garling. So I think it had Shamrock being like a couple years older than Shanks.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they look identical,
Right,
but maybe
but
just
that
yeah. Yeah, it had Shamrock being a couple years older, and then when what's his face at God Valley, Garling was at God Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, like he just left Shanks there,
Sick.
and that's when Roger picked him up. Because I don't know if it's confirmed. Because I think it sounded like they were talking as if it was confirmed that Roger took in Shanks when he was 1.
I mean, Shanks is shown to be very young when he's with
Yeah, like
Roger.
in all the Odin stuff.
Well,
It's
he
like
definitely had been with Roger for a while
for a while before that, yeah.
because like if Roger was gonna die in like a year and then Shanks joined like a month ago, it's like he wouldn't care that much, but Shanks did.
Yeah. So he had definitely known Shanks or known Roger for how long? Probably at least a couple years, but whenever
Strength
Roger
knows,
took him
man.
in. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's a solid theory.
Well, let's see. If Laboon is like how old? Laboon's like 50 years old or something. This is important for what I'm about to say. Laboon's
Yeah,
like
because
50, 60 years old. Brooke started whenever Brooke was a pirate, like an actual pirate. Roger
he's like
just started.
yeah. Brooke was like
So
late 30s when he started.
yeah, and Brooke's like 90 now, I
90
think.
now, yeah. Yeah.
So there's a 60-year period in there. And then however old Odin was when he died, that's also kind of a factor.
I don't know how old was Roger? Was he like in his 40s?
I don't know. Let me see.
Because Shanks is I think like 38.
Well, I can't just look up Roger and hope it'll like Goldie Roger.
You look up Roger, I'm gonna
He's
look up how old
53.
Shanks is. He was 53 when he died.
Yeah, he's also 9 feet tall.
Yeah, the sizes are weird.
Yeah, Brooke isn't like Robin like 6'3", 6'2".
Something like that, yeah. Brooke's 9 feet, too. Shanks is 39.
Okay, so Shanks would have been like 7 when Roger died.
Well,
Oh wait, well I mean wait, if he's 39 and wow,
no, he's probably 10, I'd say.
he's probably like
Because
yeah.
it's because Ace was alive. No, Ace wasn't alive yet.
Well, how old was Ace?
Well, because Ace is weird because he stayed in what's her face's womb for 10 months or for like a year, right?
But he's still old. He's
Um,
still that age.
mm. Well, it was to the point where like, I mean, Buggy and Shanks were at the execution as kids. Like they're still kids when he's killed. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
wait.
it's confirmed. It's confirmed how old Shanks was when Roger died. Shanks was 15 when Roger died.
Oh, that makes. I was gonna go on like how old. Like I was gonna talk about like Momonosuke because he was there. I don't know like how long Odin was gone. But yeah, no, that 15 sounds about right. And I think Roger died like a year. Did he get killed like a year after they went to Laughtail or something like that?
Something like that. So, Shanks was born when Roger was 38 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what were we talking about?
Which I how old Brooke was and Laboon.
Yeah. Well, how old? Let me see. So, if Brooke, like
So Roger was probably like 19 when Brooke was around.
Brooke, One Piece. Let's see. So that means Brooke is the first time he died, he was 38 years old.
38, because it was 50 years because he was 88
Mm-hmm.
pre-time skip and then 90.
So if Roger was 53 when he died, and Brooke was 38 when he died, and Roger was an upstart whenever Brooke died, or like whenever Brooke was a pirate, so that's like let's say I don't know 35, easiest way to do it. Then Roger probably if Roger's an upstart, how old would Roger be when he started being a pirate? Shanks was like what Luffy's 17, let's say like around there.
Yeah, I'd put Roger at 17 too.
So he was 17 when Brooke was about 35. So I have to do that math. I can't do the math in my head.
Was Roger on?
Okay, so Brooke would have been 18 when Roger was born then.
Wait. When was God Valley?
Like, do you mean how old was Shanks when God Valley happened?
Well, Shanks was 1. If we're going off this theory, how old was Roger? Because this will make it weird. Because weren't the Rocks pirates at God Valley? So, like that was the whole shtick. It was like Garp and Roger versus the Rocks pirates.
During God Valley incident 38 years ago from somewhere, Monkey D. Garp allied with Gold D. Roger and the Roger Pirates to fight the Rocks Pirates and ultimately succeeded in defeating Rocks D. Zebek.
Because this was so Whitebeard wasn't even his own fella at this point.
So it's 38 years ago from the time of when we start One Piece.
Okay. So One Piece starts 17 years after Roger dies. Because Luffy is not.
Okay, well, is 15 plus 17 39?
15 plus 17? 32.
32. Okay. Well, because Shanks was 15 when Roger died. And Luffy is 17 3 times.
Here's what we do. You said God Valley's 38 years like before where we're at. Okay, so if Roger was 53 when he died, plus 17, because One Piece starts 17 years after Roger's killed, minus 38. Roger was 32 in God Valley.
Right, which is just the 15 plus 17.
Oh shit, you're right.
Right. That math shouldn't work the way it does, but it just happened to work that way. So
I still don't even know how you got there, but we got the same.
I added Shanks' age whenever Roger died, plus Luffy's age when you start One Piece.
I think it's just a fun little coincidence.
It's a fun little coinky dink. Okay, so 32 years previous to when we start One Piece, Roger was in God Valley. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Which
so
means
32.
53 minus 32. That's 21. So Roger was 21 when God Valley happened. Is what we're saying.
Won't Roger be 32 when God Valley was happening?
Well, if it was okay.
Because he died at 50. He died at 53, right?
Mm-hmm. And
17 years later, One Piece started from Luffy setting sail.
So that's easy math. That's 70.
It's
7.
And God Valley happened 38 years before One Piece started.
So minus 38. He would have been, he'd have been 32. Right.
But that doesn't add up because we're saying Shanks is 1 at God Valley and he was 15 when Roger died. It only puts Roger at 46 when he died.
Mm-hmm.
Which means Shanks couldn't have been at God Valley.
Right. And he couldn't have been anywhere near that for
couldn't have been conceived. Shamrock wasn't even born.
It would have been 6 years later is when Roger's gonna die. And so we're saying if it's Shanks was 15 when Roger died, that means he would have been 9 whenever what I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
I'm looking up to see if there's a time between how long between Roger finding Laughtail and then dying.
Poor Drew Meister. He's really missing out.
Yeah. It says a few months at most.
He should have watched all of One Piece.
Should have watched. Okay, so wait, so never mind. So this says
12 years ago, while operating in East Blue, Shanks inspired young boy. Okay, well, so he met Luffy when Luffy was 5.
Shanks, yeah, because it said he was like 27 when I looked it up when he met Luffy.
Shanks was found by the Roger Pirates at God Valley back when he was just an infant.
Okay, so this math isn't mathing here.
Right.
God Valley could not take place 38 years. Shanks is 39. Oh, actually, no. Wait
a minute,
because that's
perfect.
Adds up.
That's actually perfect.
But the problem is, Roger couldn't have died at 53.
Yeah, Roger was not 53 when he died because Shanks was 15.
Yeah.
Which means that if it happened 39 years.
Wait, this says 47. I just looked it up and it says 47.
Well, I'm on the wiki, like the One Piece wiki.
See, I just looked it up on Google.
And it says age at death 53.
Yeah, on the wiki it does say 53, but if you look up Google, the AI overview gives you
It says that
47.
Oda reveals that Goldie Roger would have been 77 in the current storyline, meaning he was 53 when he died 24 years ago. And it's in volume 82 when this is said, apparently.
Wait, but how could he have died 24 years ago if he died 17 years before the start of One Piece?
He died 24 years before the start of One Piece.
No, 17, because Luffy was born the year Roger died.
Oh, okay. Well, then that...
Because Ace had to have been conceived by that point.
Right. Well, Ace...
I guess Ace is 2 years older. So that would make it 21 years. Because 17 years to the start of One Piece, the 2-year time skip, so 19, and then the 2 years Ace lived before Luffy. So it's 21.
Okay, here we go. Mr. Oda, since you're the creator of One Piece, have you ever worn a One Piece dress yourself? Also, please tell me how old Silver Rayleigh is in whatever PN Jobbers Rayleigh is. I don't know what that means. Of course. I always wear a One Piece whenever I'm working. Rayleigh is 78. As a sort of bonus, Roger is 77, Garp is 78, Sengoku 79, and Suru is 76.
Well, here's and it says
scrunk. He probably meant Roger would currently be 77 if he were still alive.
I don't know. I think we may have stumbled upon an inconsistency here.
We've stumbled upon a plot hole?
This math adds up when it comes to Shanks' age.
Right.
That also assumes, though, that Ace is 2 when Roger dies. But also that means Roger can't be 53. Because assuming that Ace... Because if we're saying God Valley happened 34 years before, or 38 years before Luffy set sail, and Shanks was 1 when they found him at God Valley, that puts him at 39 currently.
What it says is that meaning he died at age 53 24 years ago. Well, wait, because that math works for Shanks. It would have had to have been 24 years ago because Shanks is 39 and he died when Shanks was 15. So it would have had to have been 24 years ago.
So then where begin this time? So 24 years, right? So we're at whatchamacallit. Roger just died.
We're at Marie Joie. I don't know. Did he die at Marie Joie? No, Lockdown. We're at Lockdown.
He died at Lockdown. So Shanks is 15. So we have to go Shanks 24 years.
So if you take if you take away 7 years, 7 years from when Roger dies,
wait, hold on. Am I misremembering something? How long was Ace and what's her face's womb? I'm looking it up.
14 months, I think. Something like that. 18 months. How many months?
20 months. So
should we just bring Andrew back and just be like, hey, you gotta, because we aren't spoiling anything at this point.
Yeah, it's true. We aren't spoiling.
Andrew, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just giving him a, because he'll interrupt me if I don't. You know.
Oh God.
We're discussing how old Roger would have had to be whenever he died because of how old Shanks is and stuff, and we uncovered an incredibly large plot hole, and we want your help. All right, let me tell you our findings so far. Yeah. It says that Roger would have been 77 if he were still alive today, and he died when Shanks was 15. Since Shanks is 39, that means Roger died 24 years ago. But like we also were talking about like how old Brook is and like Laboon is compared to these two, and if Roger was just an upstart whenever Brook started, like he was a pirate. It's a lot. I don't even remember what we're talking. Like some of it, I don't remember anymore.
The Brook stuff doesn't like affect now. Like it's the time frame from God Valley to because God Valley is.
So God Valley's just like an incident that happened, and it's like where they found Shanks.
That's where Roger met Shanks, and he was 1 at God Valley. And God Valley happened. We're going to assume 1.
Yeah, because God Valley happened 38 years ago.
38 years before right now.
Right.
Because Shanks is currently 39, which would add up.
Right.
Okay.
And so we're saying that Roger couldn't have been how old he was when he died, I think, is what we're getting at.
Hold on.
Holding.
We were saying 38 years to the start of One Piece.
Right. From
that's wrong.
That's wrong.
It would have to be 38 years to right now.
Oh.
That would put
right,
Shanks at 41.
Shanks is 39 because
That Shanks was 37 at the start of One Piece. So is this good or bad? So that
Okay, so right now, no, Shanks is 39 right now. Post time skip
I
is
have a
39.
great
But we-
fucking question. How long ago did Roger die?
24 years ago from the
It
start
has to-
of One
here's
Piece.
the thing. The problem we're running into is that this
He was
timeline.
20 when he died. Oh no, okay, I guess
No,
that.
Ace was
yeah,
not
that-
born when Roger died.
No, I know. When Ace died, when Ace died, he was 20
I know, but Ace stayed in his mother's womb for 2
for
years.
2 years. That's why. Yeah, I thought for some reason I thought 20 was only. Fuck, I
But-
don't know. Never mind.
The problem is we can figure out one of their timelines perfectly without the other. Like the other one just won't make sense. So here's the thing. So if we're saying
Post time
God
skip,
Valley happened,
from post time skip, from where we are right now in Elbath, as of now, it happened 38 years ago. Shanks is 39
okay,
years
that
old.
works. That works. So okay, so then
And
then
Luffy
17,
is 19, right?
Yeah, so Luffy's 19.
So
So
that
that means
means-
Roger died. Roger. So how old was Luffy? Was like 3 years away from, or 4 years away from being born.
Well, because
Roger
if it
died.
happened 38 years ago and Luffy's 19, that's 28 and 9. So then he would have been, or like the years would have been like 11 or something. I don't know.
It would've been like
My brain
-4.
went blank.
Because Ace
Oh yeah, because it's
Ace
19
was not
minus
born.
38. Yeah. Oh, well, 19 times 2 is
Wait,
38.
so let's scrunk with this, right?
Hang on a
Wait,
second.
wait, so
Did God
the problem
Valley
is-
happen? God Valley, right?
Mhm.
God
what's
Valley
called?
happened 38 years
Prior
ago from
to
present
where
day.
we are right now.
Okay, and what's his face? He died 24 years ago.
Yes.
He has to, because apparently
'Cause
he's 77.
He was
when
canonically
died.
confirmed by Oda to be 77 as of right now in One Piece if he were alive.
The problem is, though, that we do not know how long it was between Roger dying and One Piece from where the episode 1 started is.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be 22 years. Which assumes that, and Luffy was 17 when One Piece started, which means Ace died at 19.
In One Piece, the events of the story begin 12 years after Gold Roger's death.
He died when he was 20.
He's 2 years older than Luffy.
He died when he was 20.
When do they say that?
Fuck, I saw it somewhere. It was 20.
Okay, well, if it wasn't in the show or Oda said it, we're not.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up on the wiki because
It's got to be 19 because Luffy.
Because what it
only
was
17.
I was
Nope,
like,
he
oh
died
wow,
at
he
20.
was.
Really?
It
So then it
says
must have
that
been,
in
like,
episode 95, Luffy, age 17 at the time, states that Ace is 3 years older than him.
I thought it was only
He's,
because.
he's
but in
probably
post-
2 years, but his birthday just passed.
No. If Jacob's saying Luffy's in 3, but in post-war, when Ace leaves at 17, Luffy's only 15. I'm pretty sure, or if Z 14.
Well, yeah, because I mean, their birthdays wouldn't line up perfectly.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
They're
assuming
pretty
he-
easy
I
to
get-
line up
But
perfectly,
like
so
no, but if Jacob's saying like, I thought Ace was 2 years older.
he's probably closer to 2 years than he is 3. Like it's
Yeah.
probably it's like me and Nikki's birthday, right? Nikki's birthday is October 25th, and my birthday is March 2nd. So from October 25th to March 1st, I'm only 2 years older than Nikki. But once March 1st rolls around, I'm 3 years older, and for the majority of the rest of the year, I'm 2 years older.
talking
than Nikki.
like calendar years. Like I'm talking. You
Full
were born in
years?
2008. Nikki was born in 2010. You're 2 years older than Nikki.
That's not. No, that's not. That doesn't make any sense. It's the majority of the year. I'm the majority of 3 years older than Nicholas.
You're like a year.
Well,
and a half.
okay. Well, he's saying that he is 3 years older than him. That just means his age is 3 numbers higher than my age is.
Yeah, exactly. That's not.
I understand. No, I
necessarily
understand
meaning-
what he's saying.
Yeah, their birthdays just probably didn't line up.
Well, here,
Ace
I'll make
might
it easy
be-
on you. Ace was born January 1st.
I know their birthdays. I know Ace is born January 1st and Luffy's May 5th.
Why do you?
May 5th. Okay, so Marineford had to have then therefore taken place somewhere between January 2nd and May 4th for Ace to be 20 and Luffy to be 17.
Mm-hmm.
So Marineford had to take place between February and May for Ace to
Be
be
20,
20
and
and
Luffy
Luffy to only
17.
be 17. Exactly. So Marineford just happened in the first 5 months of the year. That's not that crazy.
Yeah.
This doesn't get us anywhere though.
No, this gets us nowhere. What are we even talking about
No,
anymore?
I just came into the conversation and started up a new argument.
So then if Ace is 3 years older, then
okay, we need to figure out the exact number of years that it would have been, how much older Luffy or Gold Roger's death is than Luffy's birth. You know what I'm saying?
okay, well, here's what we struck.
He's 19,
So
24 years, okay? So it's 5 years. There's 5 years in between.
Let's work backwards, right? So we're at Elbaf, right?
Luffy is 19 years old.
Let's subtract 2 years.
Okay.
17 now.
We just started One Piece.
We need 22 years now.
Mm-hmm. So that's 5
17 years. What's 22?
Yeah,
minus
22.
17
3
is
to 20, and then it's 2 more to 5.
So that would have mean Ace had to have been. So if Ace was in his mother's womb for 2 years, that means that what's her face had to have gotten pregnant almost
the year.
Like she got pregnant right when Roger died, like almost immediately before he died, so that he could be in the womb for 2 years, come out, because then if Roger dies, he's in the womb for 2 years, then we only got 3 years until Luffy's born.
Right.
She would have had to have gotten pregnant right when.
But irregardless, that would have had to have happened because for Ace to be 3 years older than Luffy, he would have had to have been born 3 years before the start of One Piece. Or not 3 years before the start of One Piece, 3 years before Luffy's birth. Which would have been 20 years before we start One Piece.
But Ace, if we know their birthdays, Ace is like very handily 3 years older than Luffy. It's not like an Andrew and Nikki situation where it's like it's close enough. He is basically 3 years older.
Yes.
I guess I just thought it was 2.
He was born the third year before Luffy was born.
Well, because they do a thing in post war where Ace leaves, Kasabo dies, Ace leaves, and then I thought it was Luffy hanging around for 2 years, but maybe it was 3.
It was probably just Ace left after Luffy turned 15. Ace,
and
so it just had to happen. Exactly. It just
I
had
just
to
don't
happen.
remember. I just don't remember if it was 2 or 3. That's my problem. I don't remember if they said 2 or 3 in the episode.
Yeah.
They probably said 2, and he just left between May 5th and December 31st. He probably left sometime in like fucking July or something. I don't know. And then
wait. No, because this fucks everything up.
Why?
Wait.
Tell me.
No, it doesn't. No, because Ace has to be 3 years older. Because Marineford has to take place after. Because Luffy leaves on his 17th birthday, and One Piece happens within the year. Like the year doesn't end.
Which is okay because Ace was born.
Because
January
that means
1st.
Ace is 3 years older, which means Luffy was 14 when Ace left, and not 15.
Gotcha. Okay. So what did we figure out here exactly? Does
we
the timeline
figured
make
out
sense?
that Ace is 3 years older than Luffy.
We figured out the timeline of God Valley and Roger's life.
So God Valley happens. 15 years later, Roger dies. 2 years later, Ace is born. 3 years later, Luffy is born. And then 17 years from then, Luffy leaves to become a pirate.
Yeah.
Which means that if we do the math, that means that Roger died 22 years before Luffy set out to be a pirate.
Before One Piece started.
Yeah. And so that means, and then I'm kind of curious about this whole Brook thing, because like, then if Brook was 38 when he first died, and he heard about Gold Roger in between that time, that means that like he would have been not very old whenever you could figure out when he started being a pirate.
If we want to do this, we can, because now we know Brook came out. Brook was 88 when Luffy was 17, so we could do the math here.
Right. So subtract 22 from 88, which is 66.
And Roger was 32 at God Valley.
Okay.
So here's what we do. So now we go to God Valley. So if God Valley was 37 years from when Luffy started. So that means Brook was 80.
No, it was 38, so it would have been 36 years. Because it happened 30 years.
So Brook was 86. So 86 minus 36.
Mhm.
He was 50. He would have been 50 when Roger was in.
But he died at 38.
Well, yeah, but like assuming, whatever. So wait, so what's 50 minus 36?
That is
14.
Okay.
So that
Gold
means
Roger would have
Roger
been 14.
knew Brooke when he was 18. That's when Brooke heard about Roger when Roger was 18 years old.
Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. I can buy that.
Yeah.
Because if Brooke, that is the early or the latest Brooke could have heard about Roger, because then Brooke died and then God Valley happened while Brooke was in the Skronk.
So what we figured out the One Piece timeline,
We
boys.
figured out the One Piece timeline. All
Uncracked the code.
because of a certain fella.
Mm-hmm. Thank you,
Thank you,
Shamrock.
that guy who we can't say.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
you
can
can
say
say
Shamrock. That's his name.
That is his name.
Shamrock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
This is all
entire
because of
school.
Shamrock. That's why we had this whole conversation. Yeah.
You'll tell me after we finish.
No, we
No,
won't.
we won't. It's a huge spoiler.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he goes to my school.
No, the character's
No.
name is Shamrock.
Yeah.
Right.
So the timeline's perfect. Oda's the best writer I've ever heard of in my life, actually.
I can't believe
that it worked
took
out.
It took us some trials and tribulation, but we got there.
I
Damn
mean,
straight,
you know
man.
what they say, trials and tribulations, it just means you're working hard, you know?
It does, man.
We're hardly working.
Working hard or hardly working.
That's what I'm saying. Up
Yeah.
top, boys.
Up top. Good episode of the cast. That was basically a segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Even though I
well,
wasn't there for the majority of it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I know we enjoyed making this video, so I hope you enjoyed it just as much as we did. And as always, my name has been Shamrock, and I will sham you in the next rock. Take it,
Take it
Conquerors Hockey.